Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, in theory, because Boomer is MIA currently, Boomer, myself, and Big Al presents. We'll be watching The Theory, the 1978 film that I don't really care for the film, and I apologize to anyone who has to watch it. But Big Al has not seen it. He has not seen it, so that's okay. It's his first time.
That's what you get for watching it ahead of time, when you have the, you get that reaction, as we're watching it. That's the fun part.
Well, honestly, I've been listening to this film score since high school, and I absolutely love this film score. This is easily top 20 John Williams of all time. It's in the top 10 of the 1970s. And that's saying a lot, because if you looked at John Williams' output from the 1970s, 30 films in the 1970s, 3 Academy Award wins in the 1970s. Fiddler on the Roof, Jaws, and Star Wars, all in the 1970s. Phenomenal decade for John Williams. Maybe his best decade ever. And then when I finally sat down and watched this movie last week, I was just like, oh, Lord.
So you put this one on the docket without having any idea about it.
Yeah.
And then you watched it before tonight. So now you're all upset about it.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm upset.
That was the wrong word. You're kind of like wishing you maybe picked another movie. But like I said, that's what when you ask me, it's like, well, have you watched it yet? I'm like, no. I want everyone to experience my reaction as it happens. When I don't know if I haven't seen it, I think that's the fun of things.
I would have figured you would have seen this because you're a little bit older than me, and this came out in the 70s, and I figured this would have been like a drive-through movie on a Friday night for you with a hot date.
Came out in 78. I think I was more concerned about seeing Star Wars again for the umpteenth time rather than seeing something, or Smoking the Bandit. Those are like the two big films for a couple of years that I was like obsessed with. But I remember the marketing. I remember the campaign for it. I remember seeing ads for it. I remember the throbbing veins in Andrew Stevens' head. That always freaked me out, and I always got this film confused with Scanners, which is another kind of film of making people's head explode.
Scanners has a film score from Howard Shore. Didn't Howard Shore do Scanners?
I don't know, but I haven't seen Scanners either. So I was kind of like, well, I'll finally be able to tick the Fury off, and I'll get the Scanners one day. I'll watch that eventually. And I like catching older films that I haven't seen, like something like The Fury, or like we watched last week with Race with the Devil.
Yeah, that
was a lot of fun to watch with you guys, and that's. I mean, I know you concentrate on the soundtrack of a film and the music, when you do your channel, but on my channel, I have films with friends, and that's my philosophy is. You sit down, no matter how good or how bad the film is, just sit around and have your friends over and watch it.
And yes, Howard Shore did do Scanners. He also did The Brood. I liked the score of The Brood. I did not like it for Scanners.
The Brood, is that the one based on Clive Barker?
I'm not sure. Well, Boomer just messaged me. He said he's running behind, but he will be here.
Awesome. Well, we'll just chat until then. Are there any big soundtrack releases that you're kind of looking forward to? course, I heard
The
they're
Rock just got a 2-disc expanded edition from Entrada. It's $30. If you like that film, why, I don't know. I mean,
I heard they're releasing The Sound of Music.
Yes.
Like a big Uber set of unreleased things, and Christopher Plummer's actual singing, which they dubbed him, I guess.
I feel like that's something I should buy just because you probably need to put it in the collection, you know?
Yeah. Especially when you are who you are. You pretty much have. I know you're more score than soundtrack. I mean, music guy or songs, but Sound of Music.
Some songs are okay.
Another film I have not seen.
I haven't seen it either.
I really need to. It was my mother's favorite film. That always seemed to be one she always watched when it came on. So I really do need to kind of watch it one day.
I remember growing up, it seemed like they played it every Thanksgiving, I think, on like ABC or CBS.
Easter. So yeah, it was like a holiday thing.
Because they'd always show the Ten Commandments, and I think at Easter time.
Ten Commandments and Ben-Hur, which is actually on now. Ben-Hur is on. Because today is the 100th birthday in heaven, of course, sadly, of Charlton Heston. One of my favorite actors. Charlton Heston, John Wayne, a few others. I'd have to sit down and think about it. But yeah, it's 100th birthday today, and I think that's why they're celebrating on the Turner Classic Movies with Ben-Hur, which I did do a rewatch of on my channel. Those 4 hour epics are tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it like 4 hours long? Yeah, that's
Yeah, if I do a movie like that, like anything over like 2 hours 45, I'll probably like try to start it early, like either 8 or 9, as opposed to 10 that I usually do. But I haven't done one. I haven't done a long one in a while. I have to check the runtime of what's the one? Lion in Winter. I don't think it's super long, but I'm not 100% sure. That's in December though, so I got plenty of time to think about that.
Sean Connery's in that movie?
No, that is you're thinking of Lion. You're thinking of something else. The Wind and the Lion. The Lion in Winter is Peter O'Toole and Katharine Hepburn, and he plays King Henry II. And it's Christmas time. And
John Barry did the film score?
Maybe.
I think so.
Not quite sure.
Boomer's here. Let's pop him in the show.
Score.
Let's get Boomer in here.
Awesome.
Hi.
You're live on the air, Boomer. How are you tonight?
Not well. I got locked out of my Mac for some reason. That's why it was taking so long.
Okay.
All right.
Did you find the key?
What? Did
you find the key?
Yeah, I find the what? The key?
The key. The key to get in. You said you were locked out.
No, I wasn't taking my password, but I was able to reset it. It's very bizarre. I don't know how that happened. All right. But here we go. Let me just pick an image. For some reason all my images are gone from StreamYard too. Or actually, I don't know. Maybe the standard one is. I'll find one.
You're like a ghost.
It's very weird. I don't like this. Here we go. I'll be Amy Irving. Why not?
I thought you'd go Kirk Douglas. That's why.
No, we're going to be Amy Irving tonight. What do you have against Amy Irving? I can be Amy Irving if I want to. It's United. It's a free country.
That is true.
Can't tell me what to do.
You can be whatever pronoun you want to be.
All right. Anyway, let's just hold on. If I can upload it. Oh, for the love of Pete. I'm sorry. This is taking so long.
It's okay.
All right. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me 2 seconds.
We've been talking.
Yeah, so we have been for about like a half an hour
Select an avatar. Yeah, I'd like to upload an avatar from my desktop. Will you let me do that?
You're a Race with the Devil CD ship from Japan.
You sent me a thing about that. That's very cool. Okay. You know what? We'll just put you in a folder. And I'll figure out what the heck is going on with this later.
I was looking to see if Sword of the Valiant had a soundtrack, but it doesn't.
It does not. I've looked.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we got to do a petition about that. There we go.
I would. That's what's right. I mean, it's just that one little
there we are.
You know, that little part. But
here we are. The Fury, huh? You a big fan of this movie, Birdman?
I hate this movie.
You do?
I hate this movie.
But you like the score, obviously.
Yeah.
You would be doing.
Yes, this movie's horrible. Have you seen it, Boomer?
Not in a while. Hold on. Let me just.
I have never seen it, and so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it for the first time.
I mean, it hurt me to pay the $13 to pay to be able to download it. I was like,
dude, you should ask me. I could get it to you for nothing. If I have it.
Will I be able to download it, though?
I think so. I don't know. You could try. It's always worth an experiment.
That's a big thing.
You can always, I mean, I could give you access over a certain period of time. You can just watch it whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, but for this, I got to be able to download it.
Right, but I mean, you might be able to. I think you can, because I think Troy's done it. I think I sent him something once, and he downloaded it. We'll have to do a test run on that.
You good, Boomer?
Not quite yet. Give me another second. I'm trying to get the movie up. Hold on. Oh, for the love of Mike. Okay. Let's try the Amazon account. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened here. It's giving me all kinds. It was giving me all kinds of hassle. I type in the same password I always type in, and it just wasn't taking it.
It was that emergency thing today. Threw everything off.
It probably has something to do with that. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Stupid.
It was 2 minutes early. Everybody was complaining. I'm like, so what?
Gonna go on iTunes in a second here. Okay. The Fury. Give me 1 second. Yes, save it, please. Save the password. Yes, just yes to everything. Sorry.
Not the tank movie.
All right. The Fury. All right. There we go. All right. Ready when you are.
Al, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Press the play button.
All righty. Here we are. 20th Century
Fox.
Did y'all get the 20th Century Fox logo on your end? Because I didn't have it on mine.
I did. Well, we're going to be out of sync now. I got the logo.
And now music is playing.
You got the fanfare?
Yeah.
I don't have it on mine.
It didn't have fanfare on mine.
No fanfare. It was silent.
Yeah.
Brian DePalma film. You a Brian DePalma fan?
No.
What?
Right.
Not really.
Not after this, I guess.
What the hell?
Do you have the Kirk Douglas? I'm going to tell you the credits as they come up. John Cassavetes.
I know Boomer and I are linked up.
Carrie Snodgrass.
I always liked Carrie Snodgrass.
Did you write the Right Fury, or did you write the Brad Pitt movie? Charles Durning. Do you want us to start over, Birdman?
Like, mine keeps crashing.
Andrew Stevens.
Why is it crashing on you?
I don't know.
Are you streaming it or playing it?
It's downloaded. And it stopped again. What the hell?
You want us to stop?
What?
I'll stop.
You stop it.
You want it? Can you stream it, or can you?
No, I have to. I have to do the download.
All right, we'll do. I guess do it again. How long will it take?
That's
Okay, everybody
what
stopped,
what
right?
the hell? No, really, people like I tested this out.
I know you watched it, so it worked. That Italian woman in Ben-Hur is a beautiful girl.
What the hell?
I was telling Birdman, remember that today's the 100th birthday of Charlton Heston.
Okay.
Yeah, they're playing Ben-Hur on TV tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Something's down in Florida.
Okay.
I talked to my aunt down there the other day. She said,
I don't know what's wrong. Let me
she's saying the iguanas are like falling out of trees.
Really?
And stuff. There's so many of them.
What do you need to do, Birdman?
I'm gonna restart my tablet.
All right. Great. All my accounts are locked out of now. Probably I got to enter into each one of them.
It's just the night of like technical issues.
I don't know.
Maybe it's Al doing like telekinesis on us.
So, Boomer, have you seen that film Last Night in Soho?
I have not.
I did a review of it. It's a pretty cool film.
Is it good? It's got Matt Smith in it, doesn't it?
Yep, Matt Smith, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Is Matt Smith creepy in it?
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Okay.
Of course, anything with Anya Taylor-Joy. It's also got this the other lead actress, Thomasin McKenzie. She's good. She's real good. Also, one of the last appearances of Diana Rigg.
Cool.
Yeah, I've kind of been in a horror mood to watch another one today. Called Funny Games. Which is
Fun and games, huh?
Not as good. Or All Fun and Games, something like that. Stars Asa Butterfield and Natalia Dyer, girl from Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay, you're saying.
Barely okay.
Barely okay.
Cool premise, there's some good bones there, but they didn't put enough meat on the bone. So,
I see what you mean.
Yeah. It could have been a lot better.
Let's see here. Yeah, this one's very hard to get your hands on these days. Disney owns it. That probably explains part of the reason.
What, The Fury?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't wait for that remake.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen.
Does that make Amy Irvin a Disney princess?
Yes, I think she is.
She should be. She was in that movie with Richard Dreyfuss. What's it called? The Competition? where they were pianists.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that all of a sudden.
Let's see.
Random thought day.
Random thought day. No, random thoughts are fine. Oh. I'll explain why I couldn't find the images. My StreamYard isn't open because everything has to be reset now. How's it going?
All right, I think I got it working.
All right, we're going to do this again.
Yes, let's
power through this.
Start over, shall we, everyone?
3, 2, 1. You want to do 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
Okay.
20th Century Fox with no fanfare.
No fanfare. Right. They weren't into the fanfare until Star Wars came out, I think, right? No, I'm just kidding. How do you hate this movie, man? It's a John Williams score that makes everything better.
Like I said, I bought this on CD in high school, and I fell in love with it that summer that I got it. Listening to it at my grandparents, and
right. Was this your first soundtrack?
No.
Okay.
But I was expecting something so much better than what I got.
Okay.
I think it suffers from the same thing as Close Encounters. I listened to Close Encounters for so long before I saw the movie. And I saw the movie and I was just like, okay. It's like those people who say like, oh, the book is better. Like, fuck you, whatever. A book is never better than a movie. It can't be. It's just
are you
Jersey
For the Worlds? Better book than a movie.
1953 all day long.
I'll give you that.
I haven't seen the 1953 version.
You never saw the 1953
you've
version
got
of
such
War of the Worlds?
a somber, powerful, dread-filled opening title track here, and the movie does not live up to this piece of music at all.
I think it will. I think you're being harsh, and we're going to figure it out as we go along.
Oh.
So you and by the way, Berman, you can always edit out the first 15 minutes of your stream later on. I think I could be wrong there, but I think YouTube will let you cut it out.
Have you listened to the soundtrack at least?
No. Maybe the title track. I think I've heard the title track.
No.
So this is all new for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Brand new experience.
Look at this. We got swimming. When I think of swimming, I think of Jaws. When I think of Jaws, I think of John Williams. There's a connection.
So that title track, Big Al, what did you think?
Very good. Very ominous, as you said. Nice build.
John Cassavetes. He was in Rosemary's Baby, remember?
He's a naughty, naughty man in this movie.
Look at this, huh? See, back before cell phones, the guy had to come down and tell you how to call,
Convenient.
Middle East, 1977. You know what came out in 1977? A little movie called Star Wars.
Yeah.
And Close Encounters.
Yeah, that one too. And Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown.
Really?
Yes.
That's beautiful, beautiful beach there. I like that.
He's never been to America?
I don't think so.
Let me tell you something about America, sir.
We eat cheeseburgers over here with A1 steak sauce and bacon.
Is that like the Tony Stark special?
I get it.
I don't like it. Sorry. Is this ESP? Is he a mutant?
He can like levitate things and stuff? Is that telekinesis?
Is this before Professor Xavier's school came to be, huh?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Parker wouldn't be let into Xavier's school because he's not a mutant, correct? He's just a kid that got bit by a radioactive spider, right?
Right.
You're not allowed. It's a mutants only thing.
Right.
And Parker is a mutate. So
I feel like Boomer. I feel like there was a good story here. It just needed a couple more drafts and a better editor.
Look, that scene. I'm sorry, where Michael Ironside explodes that guy's head. That's what made this movie. Oh wait, that's Scanners.
That's Scanners.
Sorry.
We were talking about that before you got on that. I always got those two confused.
They had all these. Wasn't there another one called Anna to the Infinite Power? That was another one. It's all about ESP back then.
Don't remember that one. Whoa!
See, I really don't understand the purpose of this scene. I think they could have cut this and like reworked it a little bit different. And I feel like there could have been music here as well. That kind of struck me as odd.
Well, you ought to hear the gun. You drown out the gunfire.
Okay, whatever. Gunfire. I know what guns sound like.
There's some cigar chomping producers saying that, you know. Almost, dude. Go. Why is he getting on the boat?
See, like I'm like, why are you getting on the boat?
Whoa! I bet it was a setup.
And see, like Boomer right here, I feel like we could have had a scene where he just kind of went crazy with his telekinesis power just to establish what he can do.
You got to go to the school. So what was that attack all about, man?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, that dude's trying to take out the dad to stage it so it looks like kid's father got killed, but it just seems weird.
Look, man, he wants to he wants to have a group of unstoppable psychic assassins, right? He's alive.
You can't kill Kirk Douglas. At least not this early in a film.
He knows.
You took my son.
Chicago, Windy City.
Which almost looks like the Middle East there now.
Well, I think that was the point. It's like a transition point. See, a beach from this country, beach to this country.
Hello.
There's Steven Spielberg's first wife, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like her better than Kate Capshaw?
I think she's prettier than Kate Capshaw. From what I've read about their marriage, it seemed like she had a lot of issues about not being as famous as Steven Spielberg. She would say that, I don't want to be known as Steven Spielberg's wife. What the hell's wrong with that? I mean, I'd be happy to be Steven Spielberg's wife. Right?
I would too.
He'll put you in all his movies.
And she was up to being Raiders to be marrying, but she said, I don't want to do it because Steven's directing it. She was turning down projects because of him. She didn't want to be associated with Steven Spielberg like that.
Wow.
I like, okay.
And now she's a footnote in cinema.
Who's the creeper in the trash can?
She did get $100 million out of their divorce settlement.
That's a chunk of change.
At the time, it was I think the most expensive divorce in Hollywood history. But to put that in perspective, that's like what he spent on his boat last year. So, if she'd stuck around,
that guy is a creeper, man.
Yeah, a little bit. And he needs to learn how to tie a tie. That's no good.
now is that Daryl Hannah?
Daryl Hannah next to her?
She's in this movie.
That's Melody Thomas.
Okay. Well, point out Daryl Hannah when you see her.
Melody Thomas of soap opera fame.
See, I don't really get this scene, Boomer. Like this guy, just like where did this guy come from? Why does he know to do this? It just seemed kind of.
Well, it's going to get revealed later on, right?
That's the Phantom of the Paradise guy.
Nothing like some fresh popcorn, huh?
I guess he must have been very good friends with Brian DePalma, because he did Phantom of the Paradise too.
I feel like there's not a whole lot of setup for this. It just seems forced to me.
Oh, a Stetson store.
Boomer, you're free to change my mind here. Oh, Boomer's not even here anymore. Boomer left.
Well, he's been having the computer issues, so maybe he had to reboot or something. I like that. He's like, be considerate. Don't crash the door down. Here's a key. That is a tiny little room. Almost looks like the room the Blues Brothers stayed in.
I feel like there could be music here in this scene as well. That kind of struck me as odd.
That would make sense, actually. Yeah, I'll say that here. I'm telling you, I don't know. You don't like them 70s movies because of the lack of music. I noticed this about you.
Hello, Ghost Planet. How are you? Good to see you. We're watching The Fury. We're at 14 minutes roughly.
I feel like Joe Spinell needed to be in this movie. What do you think? Maybe he is. I didn't even think about that.
Speaking about lack of music, Boomer, John Williams said when he did the spotting for this film, he actually did it without Brian DePalma, and he just typed up his list of what scenes needed music, and Brian DePalma came back and added 3 more scenes to have music. I would have added more scenes to have music.
And fewer scenes with cats.
Fewer scenes with cats. This entire scene right here, I would take this out. This just seems to kill the pacing. It seems pointless. It's I don't care about these people. Why do we care about them? Why are these people here? He just had to go into the building and he could come out. He could have walked into an empty apartment and put on some clothes and walked out a couple hours later. Boom, boom. Same effect is accomplished with no time wasting. Just saying.
Done this, I was walking around with no clothes on.
Or if you wanted to keep those people, you just cut it off about right here.
He's in good shape for his age in this scene, huh?
Yeah. That's Gordon Jump from WKRP.
Whoa, imagine being able to power a toy train with your brain. What do you think?
I'd rather do a drone. That would be cool. You can imagine doing this, but like I said, instead of a train, you do a drone. Because not only can you control the drone, but you can see through it. So it's almost like you're giving yourself extra set of eyes. Carrie Snodgrass with the thing on her head. There's Daryl Hannah.
Oh, yeah.
The one that's kind of giggling?
The blonde, yeah.
Okay.
I'm tired of you talking in her ear.
I would be the bestest psychic ever if I was a knight. If I was a psychic, okay.
Why is that?
I just would be. I would read people's minds. I would figure out what the lottery numbers that were going to be because we know that game's fixed anyway, right? I would just read the correct numbers from the person's brain.
Isn't there drawing tonight for the Powerball?
Wow, her train goes so much faster than yours. She's a superior psychic. Can she explode heads? You like that music? The creepy?
I do. It's so creepy and eerie. But the movie hardly ever reaches that level.
She saw a dead body.
Whoa. She's gone off the rails.
Oh, I thought you meant she went off the rails.
See, now we're back with these people in this apartment. This is bringing the movie down. Why are they here? Why are, This scene really just needed to get cut.
It's the comic relief, dude.
We don't need that. That scene in the movie.
You just want to see dead, bloody bodies like we just did.
No, I don't. I want to see a tight, spooky, eerie movie that lives up to the film score.
Well, I'm just saying, I think you think that film scores that were not used well, that someone else should co-opt this film score in the future and use it for a better movie. I think that's what you're saying.
I will crouch on that right now. Right now. I will sell my bone marrow. Make a movie worthy of this film score. Yes.
Whoa.
There's a lot of
high school. Is this a high school or a college?
It's like a prep school type thing.
Oh, like a finishing school for psychic girls.
Yeah.
So it's like Professor Xavier's school.
Those are some big glasses.
So is the girl with the glasses, is she like a famous actress now, or?
I keep thinking, was she in Halloween with blonde hair?
You talking about PJ Souls?
Yeah.
I don't think she's in this film.
She reminds me of the one that said, "See anything you like." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, PJ Souls.
I'm looking this up now.
What's her character's name? I've got the list. I just don't know what her character's name is.
PJ Souls, the Fury. I'm gonna find out who that is now.
I know the one with short hair was on ER.
Oh.
So go back. Okay, her name was Cheryl. The short, dark-haired girl is Hillary Thompson.
Hillary Thompson?
She was in Nighthawks.
Oh, I like Nighthawks. I got Birdman, the soundtrack to that, which I know he had to. I know he loved. Don't answer that. We'll talk about it when we do the movie.
Really, it is pretty much the biggest thing she's been in. That's the Nighthawks.
Why'd she make her face bleed?
That's just what she does. I feel like we could have some music there.
like
and we're back in this apartment again. Why are we back in this apartment again?
It's funny.
It's not funny, Boomer. It's taking time away from something more important that could be happening.
He tied the other two up, and I guess he likes her. Yeah, that's not a bad little disguise he made up.
I will say this: like Michael Douglas is like spot on for his dad.
Really?
Don't you think?
I don't know.
Michael Douglas and Kirk Douglas are just like, yeah, you can definitely tell they're related.
I think so.
Yeah.
We saw Kirk Douglas in Black Rain. Remember?
Yeah, there are those out there that do not need DNA tests to tell that they are the father. Every time I see Kelly Ripa's 3 kids, you know that Mark Consuelos is their father. There is no doubt. For men only.
Is that what is that? Chicago in the 70s?
Chicago.
That's so mean.
John Williams wrote all the incidental music, by the way, for this film.
You feel like there are two movies here?
I thought there's a couple movies here, and
Did you just take their gun?
No,
Was that all a
flashed his
scam
gun.
just to steal their gun? Or did he have a gun already?
He had a gun.
Okay, I don't know.
Everyone's got a gun in Chicago, Boomer. Don't you know this?
You can get a Vienna sausage in that place, huh?
Those are gross.
I got a can. I might have that for lunch tomorrow. Nah, I've got some other stuff I need to use up. I like a Vienna sausage, though.
Got a very young Dennis Franz.
You had some hair.
So we're like a half hour in the movie. Does it seem like it's just been like meandering to you this entire time?
Well,
I'll give you that. The pacing could be faster.
Yeah.
You thinking this movie's having an identity crisis? I think that's what you're saying.
Like I said, there's a good story here. They just didn't execute it very well.
Do you like the trash man?
He's fine. I mean, I don't know him personally, but see, this has got 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't understand that at all. It's got 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb, and 84% of Google users like this movie. I'm just like,
It's only 90 minutes. I thought this was 2 hours.
it is 2 hours.
Oh, I have 130 minutes left. Okay, that's what's going on here. It's counting down on the other side.
And the budget was 7.5. It did 24 million at the box office. It was number one that second week out. It opened on 484 screens, and second weekend it shot over to 500 screens. I mean, it did good money.
He doesn't look right without a mustache, Dennis Franz.
Yeah, he looks weird, like young and thin and hair.
This is weird.
And this was based on a novel, and the author worked on the screenplay.
Did he like the movie?
He liked the movie. The author liked the movie.
Did he? I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't like the movie. Boomer, have you read the novel that's based on? Maybe the novel is better.
That's kind of mean of them. They took his son away from him.
Yeah, but why? That's never really quite explained very well.
They need to use them in there's a thing called the Cold War going on. We need.
I know that, but why did they need to stage that whole terrorist attack to kill the dad?
I'm sure they'll explain it later.
It's really not quite explained very well.
You would isolate him so you could brainwash him into doing what you want him to do, and kind of molding his philosophy to match yours instead of having his dad as as another outside influence.
Well, if anyone's interested, you can buy the novel. This was based on off eBay for like under $10.
Is it like one of those 70s paperbacks?
Yeah. You can get the movie novelization for $7, free shipping. You can get original print of the novel for like $5, free shipping.
Okay.
And this car chase here, like, who the hell thought of this car chase? It's just like, okay, if we're gonna have a car chase, then have a car chase. If not, then not.
I think you're kind of a hater.
This movie just did not do it for me at all. I was just like, it took me 2 days to get through it. I was just like, Lord, can I go fold laundry for an hour?
This is Kirk Douglas. This is a Hollywood legend.
Okay. This is Spartacus. I'm happy for him, but
remember Spartacus?
Yeah, he got crucified and died.
Yeah, that tended to happen back then when you went up against the Romans. In fact, I think that was the execution they saved for non-Roman citizens.
Yeah, a Roman citizen cannot be crucified.
Yeah, that was a rule. So yeah,
that's why Paul was beheaded instead of crucified.
Probably a easier way to die, but yeah, still.
Yeah, I would much rather be beheaded than crucified any day. Yeah. Any day. Like the geography of this car chase is just all wonky to me.
It's almost like you can hear dun 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 dun.
You want to see psychic stuff happening at this point, don't you?
Well, but I mean, Brian DePalma is a pretty good action director. I would like to see a better directed car chase.
Gunfire and guys getting lit up. Come on. I mean, look at that. Cars on fire.
Okay.
Dang, that was
Sorry.
I mean, it's like Keystone Cops. It's like, okay, why should you take these people seriously after that? But that's the best they've got to offer.
The score's great. I'll say that.
It is.
I mean, I want your pants.
No.
Wait, what?
I mean, let's just talk about the 1970s and John Williams for a minute.
Why did he drive the car off the road?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But let's talk about the 1970s and John Williams for a moment. Jane Eyre, Fiddler on the Roof, Academy Award. The Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys should have been an Academy Award. Iger Sanction, Jaws, Academy Award. Black Sunday, Star Wars, Academy Award. Close Encounters should have been an Academy Award. The Fury, Jaws 2, Superman should have been an Academy Award. Dracula, 1941. 13 films out of 30. Those are the highlights for me in the 1970s. Look at that body of work. Just look at those 13 films. If he did nothing else his entire career except those 13 films,
it'd be good.
My Lord, look at that. Look at the byproduct of that. Oh, my Lord.
How old is she supposed to be in this part? Is she supposed to be like a teenager?
I mean, she's old enough to get it on. I mean, you know.
She must be in her. This must be a college, like a post.
Ghost Plan says his late stepdad was a huge fan of 1970s movies. I mean, they've got some good movies in the 1970s. This just ain't one of them.
Taxi Driver.
Al, are you liking the movie?
I am so far.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it, Big Al?
No, this is my first time.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the most dynamic film I've ever seen, but I don't get the hate for it that Daniel's got. I don't know why.
Because I was listening to this since high school.
Your expectations were not met. The quality of the soundtrack,
they were not.
And you had built it up.
Not based on what my ears heard for over 30 years.
Answer the phone. Is it wrong to be a heavy breather?
I don't think so, because I am a heavy breather.
I would say I want to see your cans, and I would be saying talking about cans of soda.
So like their relationships never really fully explained in this film. Like how did he know her and why are they together? I never really understood that.
No, I don't know.
But don't you think that's kind of important?
What?
She works at that school. And he knows her. How did he get to know her? Well, why does she associate with him? Because she's got to know that he's like on the run and mixed up with some shady stuff.
Yeah. Your point.
It's not explained. It's not fleshed out. It's just like, just take these two people and just run with it, but don't offer any explanation. It's lazy writing. That's what I'm lazy writing.
Roll with it, baby.
Maybe it's better in the book.
She the romantic interest for Kirk Douglas in this?
Yes, until she gets killed.
Spoilers.
Honestly,
everyone dies in this film. I mean,
Childress is bad.
And here's another thing: John Williams wrote a theme for her, Hester's theme, but why isn't it used more in this film? He thought enough to write a theme for it. Why is it not used more? I think that's a missed opportunity.
Look at all those Parker spaces.
Like this music?
Yes.
Makes you think about wonder and possibilities, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what film critic Pauline Kael said about this film score?
What?
She said it was the most apt and delicately varied a score as any horror movie has ever had.
Do you consider this a horror movie? I guess it is.
I thought it was going to be a horror movie. I thought it was going to be like a horror movie hybrid CIA story. And it's neither. At the end of the day, it's just kind of just like, okay, it's like, okay, they got busy in the back of a shag van. Okay, that's great. But it's not really explained how he knows her.
Oh.
And I don't buy them as a couple either.
You don't?
I don't see them as a couple.
Well, I'm seeing them as a couple. They're embraced and entwined right now.
Just because you get busy with someone in the back of a shag van doesn't mean you're a couple. It just means you got it on the back of a shag van.
Romance happened quick back then.
That's not romance. That's just...
How old is their character supposed to be? Younger than him, I guess, right?
Sorry. Carrie Snodgrass was born in 45. Wow. Kurt Douglas is about 30 years older than she is, 29 to be exact. Charles Durning.
Look at that. What? What do the Irish eat? It's all just cabbage, right?
Well, ham, potatoes. Corned beef. Lamb.
Okay, well, Amy Irving was in her early 20s when this movie was made.
Oh.
Ooh.
She's been married 3 times.
That's some busy wallpaper.
Yeah, it matches the curtains. It's a pretty Irish setter. See, like I feel like now we've like started over in the film.
It feels like
It's
the beginning of a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like okay, we're 45 minutes into this film. Let's hit the reset button. It's like, okay, where's the forward momentum in this picture?
You know what I think this movie needs right now? Another sequence of Kirk Douglas on the run from bad guys and ducking and shooting and stuff for like another 15 minutes, and then we can get back to this. What do you think, huh?
I mean, and maybe this is how it is in the book, and maybe this is why people who write books don't always write good screenplays because they're different mediums.
Look at
all
that.
This right here. This is not what we should be seeing 50 minutes into the damn picture.
No, what we should be seeing here is them playing the game, but they're not touching the joysticks.
Yeah,
they're using their psychic powers to move the things around. Like the pizza, it should just be levitating in the air.
I want that pizza to float across the damn room and get into my mouth. You know what I mean? But I do like this music.
Here's what we need. No, better. We need to see in a pizza parlor about a guy ordering like 3 slices of pizza and they put on a plate. Then they all lift out of the window and he's like, "What?" And then they go into their hands and stuff. Pauly Shore would be playing the guy with the pizzas, with pizza slices. What do you think, huh? Actually, if it's the 70s, it wouldn't be Pauly Shore. It'd be the guy that played what's his name on Welcome Back, Kotter, the kid. He would be the one, and his pizza would get stolen by the psychic girls. What do you think, Big Al?
Ron Polillo.
Yeah.
Horseshack.
And he would say "ooh ooh ooh" when the pizza's floating away, right? You know, he would say, is that Charles Durning?
Yep.
Hot fudge sundaes. Whoa!
I could go for like one of those
maraschino cherries,
warm brownies with ice cream on top and whipped cream and cherries. You know, that would be good tasty tonight.
Excuse me. If you're having bananas on it, it's no longer a hot fudge sundae. It's a banana split. Am I wrong here? I know you're about to say, no, it would be chocolate sauce on a banana split, not hot fudge. This is annoying. This is like when you're in one of those restaurants in Japan where you got to cook your own food. This is ridiculous. No, make the sundae for me. Well, some people don't like nuts. Then tough for them. That's what I would say. You know, this is what's that she's putting on marshmallow sauce?
Okay, and like where's Kirk Douglas's son at? We haven't even seen him since the start of the film.
Is he going to show up, but like he's going to be lobotomized, but can walk around and like kill people just by looking at them, but he won't have like a personality anymore?
Saying, like you introduce him in the first 5 minutes, and then you drop him for the first half of the movie.
Like, I thought he and Amy Irving were going to have a thing, like a psychic thing. Like, here's my psychic girlfriend, but you're also psychic, so you don't have to feel like less than me because I know that bothers you, Miss Irving. Okay,
we just rewrote this movie for Disney. Good job, Boomer.
She'll be a better psychic than him. That would be it. Like, wow, I've been training my whole life. You got this in 5 days. You know, it's like, I'm just. I would like a hot fudge sundae. She used all the bananas.
Maybe she needs potassium.
It's a sloppy hot fudge sundae. I don't think she used any whipped cream. She put marshmallow fluff on there. Just.
Well, you got something against marshmallow fluff?
Fred Astaire, who's that? That's what I would say to him. He's old like you. What happened here? Wait, what?
She's getting a vision.
That's the sun. See?
Yeah, and we're like 50 minutes into the film.
Now it's like she's looking in like a 360 projection. But to be fair,
And, this
that's
is
probably
kind of cool. If we'd had more of this in this movie up to now, I think I would like this movie much better.
It's turning into that scene from The Fly, just with his hand. I saw you throw that boy out the window. Oh crap! I should have admitted that. Now you're going to throw me out a window. I'm sorry.
Was that Large Marge?
I think so. I think it might be the actress. You're right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I think it was Large Marge.
That should be a spoof movie, like a spoof movie. They should do a spoof movie of 1970s psychic phenomena movies. I don't know why no one's thought of doing that. In that pizza scene with Horshack, it would be about 5 minutes with him just talking random about stupid stuff before we got to the scene with him taking the pizza off his plate, right? out of context with everything else. It would just be... So did they ever play any music from this at any John Williams concerts?
No, not that I've been to.
Okay. Does DePalma like this movie?
I think so.
It was a hit, right?
Yeah, it made over 3 times its budget back.
I like Body Double by DePalma. That's a good one.
Who was in that?
The actor from remember the Ghost Story? Remember Ghost Story, the movie? The actor from that's in it. Actually, Dennis Franz has a cameo in that too. But DePalma must have liked using Dennis Franz because he has a bit. He plays a director in that movie, like a Hollywood director.
Well, just like I said, they had William Finley earlier, who was in DePalma's Phantom of the Paradise. Played the Phantom.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
We could rule the world. Is that what they're trying to do? Use the psychics to help them rule the world? I mean, what's the goal here?
I suppose it doesn't seem to be
world domination, huh?
If they had shown like Kirk Douglas's son like going out on missions and like doing things, but it's like they don't show and they don't really tell, so they're kind of like totally fucked. They say show, don't tell, but they're not even telling. They're just like, I don't know. Am I taking crazy pills tonight? Anybody?
I think you're missing some great speeches by Charles Durning here. Are we going to get more actors introduced?
That's an ugly lampshade.
There's 2 of them too.
Yes, it's the pair. I never
like the fish tank. You like the fish tank in the background?
Yeah.
Always jealous of fish tanks. Oh, friends had them.
Fish just die.
What? Fish just die?
They do die.
Well, yeah.
Longest I think I ever had a fish as a kid was like maybe like 2 weeks.
Oh, whoa.
See, you think that might be going somewhere, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't go anywhere at all.
Why is he up so late?
I don't know. Nobody knows. And it's like, I'm no psychic, but I think she wants to go to bed with you, buddy. But, hey, let's not explore that at all. It's just like, move on.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were probably planning sequels, right?
I doubt it. I mean,
this was probably explained more in the book. Why don't you read the book?
I don't read fiction.
I've been reading James Bond books. There's Kirk Douglas.
No, that's the bad
That's
dude.
Charles Durning. That's right. Kirk Douglas would never get a scar on his hand like that. He's too good. There's John Cassavetes. Does John Cassavetes also have psychic powers? Does he want to rule over the psychic people? Well, I don't understand any of this then. Is it like we're superior to the normals? Now let's just make all their heads explode and we can take over the world, right?
Yeah. Did y'all see Carrie?
Yes.
Is that a better film than this?
Oh, yes. Scary, but better, yeah.
Lots of blood coming from the ceiling.
Yeah, there's some blood in that movie. That's what I figured he was doing here because he did the psychic thing with Carrie, so he's trying to do it again. Like, let's get the guy that did Carrie to do this very popular book, the Fury. Yikes. This is some compelling dialogue, don't you think?
Maybe if it had come sooner, it might, carry more weight.
Confederate.
Mole.
Oh, The Mole. Okay, I thought it was like just like the South Shall Rise Again sort of thing. Is that what this is?
Not that kind of Confederate. No.
That's what it's all about. This is a scheme.
Well, you can get the OG movie one sheet for this film for like around $20.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's really not a very good movie poster, to be honest. It's
What's on it?
It's right here.
Is it like the three faces? Hold on, you gonna show it?
Two heads.
Yes, it's
Not very.
it's a poster.
Missed it.
Should I have like a drawing of Amy Irving like screaming and her hair flying up behind her or something? That should be the Fury.
You know,
Like she's angry.
A lot of 70s posters got a certain vibe to them, but I don't even think it's got a 70s vibe to it. It's just like not very inspired. It's,
You think this movie's slow, don't you?
I think it's just all over the map. It's just.
I think the pacing could be better, personally.
Some creepy music here, huh?
I think if they cut out like 30 minutes, it. And I prefer a 2.5 hour movie. I go to a movie, I want to feel like I'm getting my money for my time. I seldom say like it needs to be shorter, but something needs to be done with this movie. I think there's a good story here. It's just, they just didn't execute it very well. I mean, we needed more scenes like this earlier on in the picture.
Look at this.
I gotta sit up. My throat is.
What's an electrograph?
Probably something read brainwaves.
See, this is when they used to have good technology, all sorts of knobs.
Yeah.
And I always like those little things with the little arms on them that make the little jaggy things.
They would make the jaggy things. Now, is she actually watching this movie, or is her head creating the movie?
I think she is. I think it's almost like psychic projection, which would be a very great talent to have. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Ooh. Blood from the fingernails. That's nasty.
Whoa. That's kind of intense, don't you think?
Whoa. She pulled a rogue on her.
She all right? That one all right?
I don't know.
Oh, Ghost Planet says people did a lot of pot in the 70s and probably don't think of a film plot that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, maybe so.
Well, maybe the editor was on goofballs or something. I don't know. This is
No, I mean, pot is very, for the slow pacing, maybe, but it's like, Robin's not home, man. It's like the one-armed man.
from The Fugitive.
There you go. He started early.
That's a great shot of an escalator.
I like the trees in there, man. That's
look at cool. That. You used to have trees. We don't have that anymore. We've gone from fresh, nice trees to dipping dots in one generation. It's ridiculous.
Dipping dots.
Look at that great glass elevator, huh?
I've never had dipping dots. That is a cool elevator. I wonder if that's still the same today.
She's a little clingy.
I mean, she could get clingy with me. I'm okay with that.
So I remember her from Pale Rider.
That's right. Tomorrow.
It's only a day away.
Very true.
Look, that's a great shot. Come on, look. It's creepy school, right? Did you ever see Scanners 3, Big Al?
No.
They made sequels to Scanners?
They made 4 sequels to
Wow.
Scanners. They were like made for video.
So there's 5 total?
Yeah, there's Scanners 2, Scanners 3, Scanner Cop, and Scanner Cop 2.
Wow.
Scanner Cop is about a scanner that becomes a police detective. What do you think of that?
I never saw the original Scanners.
What?
Never saw it.
Dude.
I've got to.
Oh.
This one and Scanners were always on my radar, and I never saw them. And I remember once I tried. Scanners was at the drive-in. I tried to convince my mother to take me, but she was no go on the situation.
How old were you at the time?
Well, it was the 70s, so early teens.
The movie is infamous for having a certain scene in it. I'm not
kaboom.
Yeah.
Is that like a theremin playing almost?
Oh.
Do you hear it? I was like a theremin.
So when's the creeper dude who was in the trash can show up again?
Never. He's done. He's done.
Should there have been a scene like him trying to like harass her, and then like she like makes his nose, his brain come out through his nose or something? I don't know. Just
see now we see an hour and 12 minutes. He returns.
well, he hasn't really returned. He's like not really here, right?
Yeah, he's not really there. It's just a psychic vision. And this relationship is not, this just seems bizarre.
Everything's weird in this movie. What do you think of that lamp though in the background, huh?
Okay, I suppose.
What's the address so you can tell it to Amy Irving so they can go find you?
Yeah.
Are there any zombies in this movie?
No.
Okay.
There's a head that explodes like 13 times, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the terrorists in the beginning? Do they play on in this movie?
No. That's in the past.
So you don't like this as much as like the X-Men, I take it.
I think there could have been a good movie here, but I mean,
Scanners feels more like the X-Men because there is like a guy that's kind of shepherding the psychics. He's sort of like a Professor X type, and then there's an evil psychic out there doing evil scanner doing bad stuff, and it's that had more of an X-Men vibe than this does. I'll say that. Are we starting the movie over again? I'm sorry. There's a lot of greenery.
You hit the reset button like every 15 to 20 minutes.
There's a lot of greenery in this, huh? Look at that.
That is a nice place.
Do they have to like trim those vines to get them just right, or are they not paying attention? The vines on the house. These are the bad people.
Is that Ben Gazzara?
What's that supposed to mean?
He tries.
It means he cares more about her pleasure than he does his own. I mean,
What's that?
it's like a lion stuffed animal.
What's he doing with it?
He's molesticating it.
This is how people were in the 70s. They would fondle stuffed animals. Just, I don't understand what's going on here.
This is a nice looking woman.
See, this conversation just seems like way out of left field.
Well, I don't know why he's acting weird. Maybe it's all the drugs they keep pumping into him.
I mean, maybe.
Whoa. There we go. Is that indoors?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
See,
and I'm just gonna say here, like on the original soundtrack release, the last track before like the end credits was it's called like the Carousel something. So I always thought the end of the movie had this gigantic carousel scene, but no, it's right here. It's coming up.
Are those Sheiks?
Yeah.
Oh, this could trigger him big time.
I see a clown.
Yeah, it's Death on Carousel and end titles, which is really misleading. It is this scene, and then it's the scene where the guy's head blows up 13 times. They got put into one queue. Yeah, but
Look at this.
I was like,
Looks
"Hello,
fun.
Hi. I'm on
technically
carousel. Hi.
it's not really a carousel, but that's not the point.
What? Yeah, it isn't a carousel. It's called Super Roundup.
Super Roundup.
And again, if we'd had more scenes where they actually showed him being like mentally unhinged and just dropping people using his brain.
I remember this scene. So this isn't like a political assassination or anything. He's just angry.
Well, he's angry at the Arabs that
because
his
of
father.
the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so but they could be from a completely different country. This is
I know. Racism never seems to make much sense, Boomer.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's not good.
And there are other people on there too, right? It's like...
Ah.
Are you kidding me?
And okay, so what's the?
Is this Keys to a Comps right here? What is this?
That's I okay. It's
Is this are they the CIA or something? What is that? It's like I'm just. What's she typing there?
Well, she's obviously not typing a better screenplay.
Well, I'm thinking maybe she's writing the screenplay as the movie's being shot or something. I feel like we could shake a half an hour out of this movie.
That's what I said. Yeah, at least.
And maybe add scenes that explain things like why the guy is so angry. I guess because his dad got shot, but he's not really dead. But the dad is in hiding, pretending that he's. What is Kirk Douglas trying to do in this?
Get his son back.
Yeah.
But they can't just steal his son. It's against the law.
Well, so's
the
killing
law
people.
To these people, there is no law. They are the law.
I have every judge in the country in my pocket.
You would need some big pants.
I think that is Large Marge.
It is. It is. I looked at it. Alice Nunn.
How about a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich?
Sounds good. I've got those suddenly salads.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, they have a BLT that is all good.
Really?
So good. All you do is you do the thing, you add mayonnaise.
You got yourself BLT.
Little pasta salad. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shucky darn.
Now, is there a plan to take care of it herself, or is there a plan to have the woman help her and then bash her over the head?
I don't think they had a plan for this entire motion picture.
Look at that. That's a fancy radio there, huh? Run! Is that slow motion?
Yeah.
If y'all weren't too busy talking about Hershey bars, this wouldn't have happened. She's in the car.
I wouldn't mind being in his position right there. Oh, I thought he was going to go down the sidewalk and crush the guy.
A lot of jogging, huh?
They need the $6 Million Man theme right now.
I respect people who can run barefoot.
It's all over. They're going to catch her again.
Ooh. Right in the face. Oh, no. Ooh. That is not safety glass.
No.
I will say great music.
It is. Was this Kirk Douglas's last movie?
Oh, no. He had plenty more in him. I'm going to be doing a Kirk Douglas movie early next year. In February. Watch The Villain. Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, basically. Of course, that other woman's cover is not blown because she died trying to get her back to the institute, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Look at that! They got a toilet on the bus.
So how do you think she would have been as Marion Ravenwood?
No. No.
She's too
she doesn't have moxie. I'm sorry. I don't see moxie in her. Do you?
Yeah, I was going to, she just seems so meek.
Yeah.
So she doesn't doesn't have that like hard drinking aspect. You know?
No. What? Didn't Robin just murder people? Am I wrong here?
He's been twisted by the bad guys.
He's crying. Get out of your system, dude. You like this moment, huh?
It's probably one of the better moments in the film. Guys, it's bedtime. Bedtime.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made that one woman bleed from her eyes, and then she collapsed on the table and died.
We'll do a lot more before this is over with.
You know, are you prejudiced against the psychic masters? Come on. They're just people, right?
I suppose. And yeah, I don't understand why she's sleeping with him.
I don't know. It's
control.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I understand that, but it's not really explored in the movie. It's just like, oh, by the way, she's banging him. You know, it's like, okay, it's.
Oh, theremin means something bad's going to happen.
I think this is the only John Williams score he's ever used that.
I like it. I like a theremin.
He's got emotional problems. Seemed a little weird, backed out a minute ago. What is it?
You know, her demise just isn't earned. It's.
It isn't.
I don't think this is earned. I don't think this is earned at all. She hasn't been set up to be worthy of this to happen to her. I mean, maybe if it had been explained that he had abandonment issues because he thought his father got killed.
His father get blown up, man. But his father didn't get blown up. only 4.
The fall lights.
Thought you said they're going to be exploding heads, dude.
Oh, it's coming up. You got to wait another
That's why I paid the buck. Pay
10,
the what is it?
10 minutes or so. See, like it now, we're like an hour and 42 minutes in, and we're finally getting this creepy, you know? Because this is creepy shit right here.
Others would say it's worth the wait. It's a slow burn.
It's not even an ember.
Is he burning her?
I don't know.
I thought I saw smoke.
Well, maybe. Maybe that's from the fireplace. What?
Bugger spun her to death.
I thought like Kirk Douglas killed a bunch of guys in the beginning and it's no problem. And now here he's just not action man. What's going on?
Well, he killed people like 10 minutes ago.
There goes the dog. John Cassavetes has directed movies too, you know.
Hopefully better than this one.
I think his son, I want to say Nick, has also done stuff, including The Wraith. I think it's Nick.
He's floating.
Yeah, and I wish I cared at this point, but I don't.
A lot of blood.
Yeah. You know that in that what was that Jurassic Park movie they made that sucked?
Which one?
Like when they restarted.
I like Jurassic World 1.
Okay. Well, that girl that got picked up by a pterodactyl and then she got dropped and she got picked up again and she got dropped and then I'm like, she didn't deserve all that. That just felt mean spirited. That's how I felt when that girl died.
Didn't the dinosaur eat her or something?
Yeah, and then that dinosaur got eaten, and it's like,
well, she was getting carried away by a pterodactyl.
It didn't have the Steven Spielberg sentimentality in that movie.
The mosasaur kind of rose up and ate both her and the pterodactyl. That actress name was Katie McGrath. She had been on Supergirl, and she's in a very good Hallmark Christmas movie.
See,
you should feel something here, but I don't feel anything for him. I'm just like, okay, like, hey, can we wrap this up? And he's gonna fly through there like Dracula, and it's just like,
well, that's what this was. It's like the new Dracula, the psychic people, right? I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
No. Yeah, that would have been a really good time to float, dude.
Yeah, and that height's not tall enough to instantly kill you too. That's
if he bashed his head on that,
it would hurt.
It could, yeah, but if he had hit his head wrong or something.
His eyes are glowing. Look at that.
Uh-oh. He's a Fremen. You're like me. Here are my powers. Oh, that was kind of
anticlimactic.
Oh, it's not quite over.
She's gonna go fire starter on him, wasn't she? They should have her eyes start to glow, and you hear this explosion, and then they fade out, and then you pull back into like this 500-yard crater in the ground, and her standing in the middle of it.
I mean, this guy's not good, but I just don't get like the sense of him just being Voldemort evil levels.
That's not what happened.
Well, see, he's starting on her now what he did to the son, trying to, screw with his brain and his reconditioner.
Seems like we reset the movie all over again.
He's not a bad man. What a creeper.
Oh.
It's just like, I think one of the best cues from the 70s that John Williams wrote.
They love slow-mo.
What's happening? He's shaking.
This was spliced with the carousel cue on the original soundtrack release.
Whoa! Yeah. Let's use every camera angle we had on this thing. Oh,
that's actually take number 2, by the way.
They blew up 2 bodies.
They did. Take number 1, they weren't happy with it, so it took them a week to clean up the room and to redo it.
Well, that was a movie.
I suppose.
I didn't hate it. It was all right. It had pay. It was a 2-hour movie that should have been an hour and a half.
I just like there was potential here. It just was not realized, except by the film score, which is phenomenal. 1970 John Williams.
So you think that someday in the future, someone should crow up great John Williams scores from so-so movies and use them in other movies? That might be an idea.
I mean, if Disney wanted to remake this and keep the film score, I mean,
they'd never do that though. They would rescore it. They would have to. I think this was a good concept made into a decent film that definitely had issues. But something like that last moment, that was awesome.
Dude, that one guy, you think like when the head fell, he's still alive, and like, what did you do to me? It's like, I'm sorry.
Or a little spinning, the spinning guy when he spun the girl and like killed her. That was awesome. But there were too many just unnecessary scenes. And
I suppose.
I think some I don't know if exposition is the right word, but some narrative, some additional narrative maybe necessary. Daryl Hannah.
She was in it.
She was.
Like that song, huh? Look at this. Did they shoot part of this in Israel? Is that why that's on there?
Yeah. Most of it was shot in Chicago. Well, that was to Fury. La La Land did an expanded. It's probably like the one to get. Band did an expanded one before that, but the La La Land is the most complete. You can still get it relatively cheap on eBay, and the OG release from Band you can get probably around $20 or so on eBay.
Cool.
And I have this on LP autographed by John Williams. It's hanging up in the library.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Now is that something that you specifically took with you to get autographed, or did you
No,
buy
I put it off. Bought it off the internet.
Cool.
I wouldn't feel right asking him for an autograph. I'd like, you've given me enough. I'm not going to ask you to sign your name.
I would.
But if you want to write out the complete Desert Chase for me from memory on like a sheet of like legal pad papers, that would be cool. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that.
Go ahead.
I still love that Family Guy scene though with Peter. It's like, this is the Desert Chase theme from Raiders. He's like, da, 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 da. He just like sits there and mouths it.
It was funny.
Al, you got anything coming up just for the rest of the week?
I certainly do. I've got my rewatch on Saturday night at 10 p.m. watching Rocky Horror Picture Show. Time to do the time warp.
Yeah. Little Shop Horrors, right?
No. Wrong
Different
movie.
Okay.
Just a jump to the left. And it's
to
the right. No, nothing on Friday night. Although I do want to ask Boomer if you've got maybe next Friday available.
No,
Robin Hood.
Unfortunately, no. That's not gonna be any good. I got an assignment coming up that weekend, but we'll do it again soon. Hopefully, yeah. We'll
okay. Yeah, I've got Friday. Yeah, my Fridays are free.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know if I got any coming up. All right.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you got one.
Sure thing.
We could do that. I might still watch something anyway. Get somebody else in there.
You could do. Is there anything spooky themed for Halloween? Huh? Like us?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a nice, it's like a fun horror film or something, something interesting like that. Something I haven't watched in a while. I have to think about it.
Cool.
Boomer, what you got coming up?
Let's see. Saturday I got Geeky Geezers, and
you mean Sunday?
No, that's right. No, Friday night I'm going to be on with Troy, then on with Last Call, and then on Sunday we're going to be doing Geeky Geezers. Yes.
Is this the Omen rewatch he's doing?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. He was talking about doing that. I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I know he was talking about doing it. I don't know.
I don't know if he'll do it. We did a rewatch of Hudson Hawk last week.
Yeah.
Do you like Hudson Hawk, Birdman?
I haven't seen it. I've got soundtrack. Michael Kamen did the film score.
Yes. All right. Just curious. That's all.
Let me see if he's got his Island in the Stars independent sci-fi film.
Oh, I see.
I think that's what he is.
I got you.
13th, it's The Omen, and then the 20th he's doing Twin Peaks.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I did like I said, with Rocky Horror, but I do, I might do another there's always people look out for reviews. Always getting up. Put one up tonight for Last Night in Soho, and I did one for what was the other one I did? Oh, I can't remember. I keep like doing different things. The Creator, I did that one. Summer of '84, Dumb Money. Those are the last few I've done.
Cool.
I think I like The Creator better than Deleted Scenes did, though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I gave it 3 stars.
He was not as into it, though. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't sound as optimistic about it as I did. I thought it was pretty good. Derivative, lots of reused tropes. Well, overall,
Not bad. Not bad overall. Okay.
Yeah, not bad overall.
Cool. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for this wonderful film.
What's your what's next week? Are you doing one next week?
Let's figure out if I can do Humanoids from the Deep.
That might be good.
Yeah,
you like that one?
I got to figure out if I can download it onto the tablet. That's the holdup.
All right.
I'll see if I can get it to you.
Cool. Yeah, we'll try to work it out today or tomorrow. Make sure it'll work.
Well,
cool
we'll do it after we log off. I want to get some behind the scenes stuff here.
All right, cool.
All right, well, guys, as always, adopt, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music. If you hated this movie as much as I did, I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I hate it for you, but I've experienced it twice now. So take care, everyone, and have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.